Sprinkles and Z's, Children's Bedtime Stories.
Yara and the Winter Elf. In a cozy garden tucked under tall frosty grass lived Yara, a tiny ladybug. She shared a warm wooden home with her mom, dad, and baby sister. Their house was carved inside a hollow twig lined with soft moss. Yara loved how it glowed golden in the summertime. But now the world outside was snowy and cold. One morning, Yara sighed as she looked out the round window at the white garden. She missed the sun and the flowers. Just then, a cheerful jingling rang outside. Curious Yara stepped out into the snow. And there, behind a snow-covered mushroom, stood a small winter elf named Nazir. He had a sparkling green coat and a shining red hat. Beside him sat a sleigh filled with beautifully wrapped presents, but one of the runners was broken. Nazir explained that he needed to deliver the toys to a magical place called the Candy Cane Hub, a sparkling gift delivery station where all presents were sorted and sent to Santa. The Candy Cane Hub was glowing with peppermint lights far across the snowy fields. But without a working sleigh, Nazir couldn't reach it. Yara wanted to help. She called her winged garden friends, and together they came up with a daring plan. If the sleigh couldn't slide, it could fly. They tied shiny strands of ivy to the front of the sleigh. Nazir climbed inside and sat next to the toys. But the heavy toys made everything too difficult to lift. Nazir rubbed his chin, then smiled suddenly. "I know who can help us. The Snowflake Princess Fairy." He jingled his bell in a special pattern. Snowflakes spun in a sparkling spiral. A soft shimmering glow grew brighter and brighter until the Snowflake Princess Fairy appeared. She had shimmering wings shaped like crystal snowflakes, a gown made of frosty lace, and hair that flowed like falling snow. Tiny stars glowed in her crown. Every step she took left a trail of sparkling frost behind her. Behind her rose her beautiful frost palace, tall, glittering towers carved from ice, shimmering with blue, silver, and white. Snowflakes drifted gently from the roof, each one sparkling as if lit from within. The Snowflake Fairy greeted them with a warm smile. Nazir explained that the sleigh needed help carrying all these toys. The Snowflake Princess Fairy listened kindly, then lifted her silver wand tipped with a tiny star. "Stand back," she said, smiling. She traced gentle circles in the air. Snowflakes whirled around her as the wind hummed softly. Swirls of sparkling frost curled outward, curling like smoke in the sky. Then the snowflakes fused together into a giant, beautiful snowflake, bigger than the sleigh itself. Its icy branches shimmered with blues and silvers. Then, with a graceful wave, she sprinkled fairy dust over it. The giant snowflake began to float, slowly rising off the ground, sparkling like a frozen moonbeam. "This snowflake will carry your toys," she said. "The fairy dust will keep it floating beside you." Yara and her friends cheered. They helped Nazir gently place some of the toys onto the floating snowflake. The sleigh was now light enough to fly. Yara and her friends grabbed the vines at the front of the sleigh. Their wings fluttered faster and fast, until with a soft swoosh, the sleigh lifted into the sky. The Snowflake Fairy's magic snowflake floated gracefully in front of them, carrying the toys as if weightless. They soared over glittering trees, frozen ponds that shone like mirrors, and snowy fields sparkling with starlight. It felt like flying through a dream. At last, they reached the Candy Cane Hub, glowing with peppermint lights. Elves cheered and waved as the sleigh landed softly and the floating snowflake drifted down beside it. After delivering the toys, the elves invited Yara and her friends inside their warm bakery. The air smelled of warm bread, cinnamon rolls, melted chocolate, and candy canes. Yara even helped make hot cocoa, stirring it with a peppermint stick. Later that night, everyone gathered under the stars around a cozy fire. They sipped cocoa, ate pastries, and roasted marshmallows for gooey s'mores. Yara had never felt so warm and happy in winter. When she returned home, she snuggled into bed beside her baby sister and hugged her gently. She whispered, "I made a new friend today, saw a floating snowflake, and flew across the winter sky. Winter is full of magic." She drifted to sleep with a smile, dreaming of snowy sparkles and fairy lights. With a sprinkle of imagination, good night, dream bright.